Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Hari Om Tat Sat. Our Shastras say that there are 84 lakhs of living beings, 84 lakhs of varieties of living beings in the world. Among 84 lakhs of varieties of living beings, the human being is the superior, like the crown of the head. So what is the reason the human birth is so valuable? Many times we heard the Shastra explains about that also, as like Bhagavan Shankaracharya says, Manushyatvam ati durlabham, Ishvara anugrahadeva Manusha Janma one gets. So that Ishvara anugraham, Manusha Janma is the superior. The main reason is that there are equal qualities for the human being and as well as the other animals, but the one is the extra special quality is the intellect. So there is a sixth sense which the human being can exercise, use it, but not the other animals. But at the outer level, when you see other animals also are having a lot of intelligence, as like the weaving bird weaves the nest, or how they fetch their food, how they take care of their babies, all that if you see, generally we think that they are also having lot of intelligence, but it is a pre-programmed intelligence, not with their will or wish. They just do it, naturally they do it, but they cannot exercise their willpower, whether to do or not to do, or to do something else. Kartrum, anyatha kartrum, kartrum, akartrum or anyatha kartrum, they cannot decide that. So this is the main difference, not only having the intellect, but the willpower, exercising the choice. So from this angle of exercising the choice, willpower, the human being is superior. Using this willpower or the choice for what? For what? So to come to the class or not, what to cook today. So like this, we are having the choice. But here also not fully, we don't have 100% choice or the 100% willpower, you cannot use it. Here also many things are not in our control. Anyhow, let us take it for the 50% we have the to exercise the freedom for choice. But if that freedom is only used, again like the animals, ahara nidra bhayamaidhunancha samanyametat pashubhir naranam. So just to eat, drink and sleep and procreating the children, Only if we exercise that choice for this, then again there is no difference for the animal and for us. Yes. Then what else? The choice should be exercised where? So the first point is human birth is the valuable birth, and this has got the choice of exercising the willpower, and that willpower should be used for what? Now the next point is, in our Shastras, the number 4 is very important. It has got lot of significance. When I say Shastra, Shastra is so vast. Ananto vai Vedaha. Vedas are Anantam, unlimited. So if I keep on saying about the 4, 1 hour I can talk. But let me restrict myself only from the spiritual angle. The later part of the Veda, that is Vedanta, there what are the important things required to know about this number 4, and what is that 4, and what are those 4 things, that we will little ponder on it. Because for sadhaka who wants to walk in the spiritual path, not religious path alone, for that sadhaka these are the 4 things should be known. Then only he can do the selection in this. Now to start with, there are 4 Vedas are there. All of us know. Rig, Yajur, Sama, Atharvana Vedas. 4 Vedas are there. So from that, the manual for the entire human being itself is given in the 4 number, Vedas 4. And again Upavedas are also 4. Then 4 Varnas are Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra. I am not going to elaborate all these things because these topics are discussed elaboratedly in the Bhagavad Gita. So 4 Varnas are there. Each Varna has got their own duty and responsibility and their way of living and the thing. But all the 4 Varnas are important, like 4 pillars to stand any building or the construction, like. So 4 Varnas. Naturally, when we say about the Varnas, immediately the ashramas will come. All these points which I am talking now, I am going to talk for another few minutes, you already know. But still, recollecting once in a while and connecting that to our topic and the subject is very important. So be alert and listen. 4 ashramas. So there again, Brahmacharya, Grihastha, Vanaprastha and Sannyasa ashrama. 4 ashramas are there. Again, here also all the 4 ashramas are important, but not compulsory. Everybody has to go in this way. But the order is Brahmacharya, Grihastha, Vanaprastha, Sannyasa. Order never changes. That means a Brahmachari can straight away take the Sannyasa. Like that we have so many examples, so many acharyas, great Mahatmas who are all from the childhood itself, they become renunciates. So that is also possible. So anyhow 4 ashramas are there. But if you are going step by step, then it is the 4 avasthas of the life, 4 time scales, span of the life, 4 quarters, then it should be divided and go according to that. So like this. And about the varnas, whether you born in the Shudra or Vaishya or Kshatriya, but again there also each one has got their own ability, capability and importance, but the ratio between the gunas differs. So there also again the Brahmana, okay, like here sannyasa ashrama is the top, there is the Brahmana guna is important. Brahmana guna and sannyasa ashrama, they both are synonyms, one and the same. Now I can bring side by side to this 4 purusharthas, because these 3 sets are should be talked together because they match. Then again here dharma, artha, kama and moksha. So in the top if you see Brahmana guna varnam, okay, then sannyasa bhavana and then moksha, all 3 in one line. So like this 4, everything is 4. And now ultimately altogether when you want to come to the satvika guna, brahmana guna, guna brahmana and bhavana, sannyasa bhavana and moksha sthiti, you need a qualification. So there we talk about the 4-fold qualification. Okay, viveka vairagya, okay, shamadhi shatka sampatti mumukshutvam. So like this all 4. So I am avoiding the other, we can talk so many 4 vyuhas in Lalita Sahasranama time I am explaining, and 4 yugas, so many things are there. But here for a spiritual seeker, now these points are very important to understand. Now in these 4-fold qualifications, the mumukshutvam is kept in the last, no, in that 4. Okay, actually that is the prayer topmost, because if that is there, for that sake all these things, qualifications. So mumukshutvam, now in these 4 we can put in the top, like there is satvika guna, brahmana bhavana and moksha sthiti. Now let us put this in the between. So this is the mumukshutvam, then only moksha sthiti. So now all of you are matching there, 4-fold qualification. What do you mean by mumukshutvam or moksham? Moktum icha mukshutvam. Moktum and muktim icha. To say in a simple words, it is dukkha nivritti, sukha prapti. But this dukkha nivritti, sukha prapti, everybody knows, everybody wants it, whether they are the spiritual seeker or materialistic people. I should not get any dukkha. I want the sukha. I want to be comfortable sukha. But there is a difference between the worldly people thinking about the dukkha nivritti, sukha prapti, and a spiritual seeker, Vedantic student, he thinks in a different way. Dukkha nivritti and sukha prapti, atyantika, both are. Once for all the dukkham has to go, and once for all permanently I need the atyantika sukham. Is it possible in the material world? Atyantika sukham, total nivritti of the dukkha, sorrow, not possible at all. From any angle you see, it is not possible. Even though we know, generally we know it is not possible, but an ignorant person keep on trying, they're only trying to make possible the impossible thing, which can never succeed. There is nobody who succeeded in that way in the world so far. If anybody says only it is a humbug, that means cheating only. Then Shastra says you have to think in a different angle. Atyantika Sukha Prapti and Dukkha Nivrutti can come only by the Atma Gnana. By knowing the reality, by knowing the truth alone, you can get it. Nowhere else, by no other means. So, that I will put it in a simple word, because I have to say now 4 again for that. Sukha Ichcha. Now I am going to tell about the Ichcha of the 4 kinds. Okay, Mumukshutva, moksha means what? What for? What Ichcha? Moktum Ichcha, Mukti. What do you mean by Mukti? Leaving this body or going to somewhere else, any other loka? We know for certain Vedanta says it's not like that. So Sukha Prapti, Sukha Ichcha. So this Sukha is Atyantika Sukham, which never leaves from me and which never decrease or which never decay. Atyantikam. So that Atyantika Sukham I want. That itself can be put it in a different words now. Sukha Prapti, Sukha Ichcha is the simplest word. Okay? But that Sukha is not Indriya Sukha or material Sukha, but it is a Atma Sukha. Then I have to find out what is Atma, where it is and how it is, I will get it. So Atma Ichcha, Sukha Ichcha means Atma Ichcha. But I don't know where is that Atma, what is that Atma, what I have to do for it. So next you need a Shastra Ichcha. To fulfill your Sukha Ichcha, you must come to study of the Shastra. Shastra Ichcha. Who can guide me? Who can show the way for me? Shastram. So that means I must believe the Shastra, I must believe the Veda, and also Veda Anta I must believe. So Shastra Ichcha. I have Shastra Ichcha. So I started ordering books in the Amazon. Whatever the big books are there. Yoga Vasishtam, Ashtavakra Gita, Avadhuta Gita, all that books. You get Shastram. Or Sanskrit books, Shankara Bhashyam, so many. No. By getting the books, by keeping the library at home, you never get the Gnana. Even by reading by yourself, you never get the Gnana. You must be very sure about this also. Who said that like that? Again Shastra says. So whatever the teachers talk to you is Shastra says. So Shastram is the Pramanam. So if you want to understand that now you transferred from Sukha Ichcha to the Shastra Ichcha, now the Shastra Ichcha should turn into the Guru Ichcha. I want a guide. Where can hire? Huh? We will hire the guides now when you go to the pilgrimages are here and there. Here it is not a hiring guy. Guru is not a hiring guy. Okay. You have to search, find out where you feel comfortable and you are getting the teaching, Upadesha of the Shastra systematically, consistently for a lengthy period of time, okay, from a living teacher, a competent living teacher. What do you mean by competent? And the teacher must have a teacher. He is not a self-studied person. He also went to the teacher. That is what we mean by competent teacher. Okay, otherwise you cannot put competition between these acharyas. That much I must know. So my guru also have some guru. He studied from the parampara who came in the tradition. Now that guru ichha, so that naturally Shastra ichha, in between I have to say Shravana ichha. Shastra, that only point I am telling. I should not read myself. Panditopi, Brahmabhyasam, Brahmanuchintanam, Atmachintanam, Swatantrena na kuryat. Shankara says in Mundaka Bhashyam, Panditaha api Brahmanuveshanam Swatantrena na kuryat. So then I must listen. Okay, I must listen. To listen, somebody should speak to me. So Shravana ichha, then fourth Guru ichha. I just put the Guru in the third. Now let it be in the fourth place. Now you see these all four top, okay, in four varnas, in four ashramas, in four dharmas, okay, or four qualifications, and now these four ichhas. So this is very important for us. Sukha ichha, Shastra ichha, Shravana ichha, then only I search for a guru, I select a guru, I surrender to a guru and stick on to a guru teacher and continue my Shravanam. So my studies by listening, because Shruti, that is the methodology, by listening only from a teacher's mouth, directly, okay, direct relay, with eye contact. So like this, 4, 4, 4, 4, so few I said. Now finally I have to say one more also. You need the four kinds of blessings, krupas, four kinds of krupa. First is Ishvara krupa. Okay. Even we don't know Ishvara is where and in which form. Okay, now we know, sir, after studying this much Vedanta. Okay. Samashti, the power. Okay. So Ishvara, Ishvara Krupa. That Ishvara Krupa alone sends you to the Guru. Now after coming to the Guru, you must get the Guru Krupa also. The Guru Krupa comes through many ways. Okay. Because of your sincerity it will come. Because of your commitment it will come. Because of your punctuality it will come. Because of your seva it will come. From many channels. But try to acquire that also, Guru Krupa. Because many times people go to the Gurus and visit and have contact, listen, all they will do. but there won't be any progress. The reason is they were not methodical, they were not committed to that. The Guru Krupa link has not created. If the link is not there, channel won't function, transmission won't take place, isn't it? So Guru Krupa. Then when the Guru teaches and talks about the Shastra only, keeping the Shastra in front, that Shastra Mata Krupa also you must have. Again, there also your respect, your devotion, your Shraddha, as like your mother, like your motherland, you love, respect and revere, and all the time think about the Shastra, Shastra, Shastra Mata, Shastramayi. So Shastra Krupa. So when I am in front of my Guru listening Shastra, Shastra Mata should bless me. I should not get sleep. Because I am keeping the book in my hand, Shastra Mata. So Shastra Krupa. All these are all actually my interest, commitment, my respect, Bhakti, Shraddha, all towards these things. That is the main point. Okay. Then automatically Shraddhavan Labhate Gnanam. These many points I am telling to you, all together ends in one Shraddha. But we are putting in different words Krupa. So then immediately Guru blessing me, Krupa, looking at me, Krupa, all that you will imagine. But inside, how much you are eager, how much you are involved. Are you a Trivra Mumukshu? Do you have a Trivra Vairagya? Are you ready for analysis and utilizing the Viveka? Or you just want a Guru will give somehow, even if I sleep in the class, Guru will give. One day Guru will give. Like that you are a postponing person, or you are a hard working person in this field. Do you mean really business of it? So that is the point. Say Guru Krupa, Shastra Krupa. Finally, Atma Krupa. I must push myself. I won't say I should bless myself. I should push myself. Okay. Because many times this body-mind upadhi complex troubles a lot. Try to pull you back. This all will happen. But again, there all the above things will protect you. If I remember my Guru, if I remember Shastra, the Ishvara, this is not a problem at all. This is not a hurdle at all. This is not an obstacle at all for me. Like that you again jump and start walking. Not walking, running. So that is called Atma Krupa. That means every day, many times, as many times, I am blessed. I am blessed. Because of what? Kartavyam Kritam, Praptavyam Praptam. Praptavyam Praptam or not. Praptavyam Praptam means Adeveni Adanjachane. After that, why all this sir? If we already got it. Okay. But the saying we say like that, okay, if, until it gets confirmed to you, until it gets confirmed to you, Atma Krupa. So like this, four, many things. Now you do Mananam later and connect all these points, and now you are thorough with these points. But only thing today, being I am going to take up some new type of topic today, so I am just giving an introduction. Introduction is needed always. Okay, now Shastra. Okay. altogether between me and the Guru, the Shastra is standing. How big this Shastra is, how vast this Shastra. Already I said just now, Ananto vai Vedaha, vast. And what they want to talk, how vast they are. For example, Brihadaranyaka Upanishad, hundreds of mantras. Okay, among the Upanishads, if you take separately for a Vedantic student, Upanishad is very important. So, if you take Brihadaranyaka Upanishad, hundreds of verses, mantras. So, that much Shastra has to talk. Why? The truth is so big, truth is so vast. Why? Wait. Truth is not vast or big. Truth is very simple. But still, Shastra eager to explain, talk about it so much. Okay, hundreds of verses Brihadaranyaka Upanishad. Now, come down to the other Upanishads. The smallest Upanishad which we are studying now, that Mandukya Upanishad, 12 mantras. So, okay, Upanishads, that all. Come to the other Smriti Grandhas, Bhagavad Gita are like that, or Uddhava Gita, they are all again below 1000 or 1500. Then come to the Prakarana Grandhas are written by so many Mahatmas, and there also again because they have studied Shastra well, so as the Shastra talking so big vast about the truth, they also many times write or speak about that truth in volumes. For example, Bhagavan Adi Shankara's Upadesha Sahasri, 1000 verses, because for his caliber that is nothing. Because to that big Brihadaranyaka Bhashya, Shankara wrote a commentary, hundreds of pages. Mantras are hundreds, he wrote the thousands of pages, the lines. I told already, one of the brilliant commentaries, that to know the brilliance of that great Acharya, Brihadaranyaka Upanishad. Everywhere you can see that geniusness, but still. Okay, so like that. Many Acharyas like that, so many. Now Gaudapada Acharya wrote 200, or Shankara himself, again he wrote 500 verses, Prakarana Grandhas, like Viveka Chudamani, and even Shatasloki 100. So like that, so many. Now I am telling this, how big is the Shastra? But the truth is so big and so difficult, means now from that vast thing we come. Ekam satyam vipraha bahuda vadanti. The one truth, one. The one means how much it can be big, sir? Only one, no? But the wise people talks about it and explain about it in a various ways. Ekam satyam vipraha bahuda vadanti. Now, so truth is one, then it will be very small. Yes, it is very small, but it is big also. Anuraniyan aham. Okay. It is bigger than the biggest and smaller than the smallest. I told about the bigger thing now. Now, what about the smallest? Shastra, being it is one truth, with the one word, Shastra says, even without that one word, through silence, I can teach you. Okay. So, no word is required. That is what we discussed yesterday in Mandukyam. न वाक् गच्छति न मनः न चक्षुर्गच्छति यतो वाचो निवर्तन्ते. So no word is required. But through silence everybody can understand? No, not possible. If in silence, if everybody can understand, everybody should get the gnanam in sleep, by sleep. What do you mean by silence? Where you can find the real silence, where there is no mind, where there is no thoughts, there is no words, silence. That is experienced by in deep sleep. If the deep sleep can give the gnanam, well and good. Abba, no need of coming and doing all these things. But it is not happening. Gnanam can be gained only in the waking state. Gnanam to be gained and to be known only in the waking state, through the waking state. So, no word is required, Shastra says. That is why I am telling this boldly. Yesterday only in Mandukyam we reached to that point. That's why to you are already Mandukya students. That's why I am boldly talking about it today. Silence is enough. But still, okay, don't be quiet, sir. Speak one word. One word, I have lots of one word. So Shastra says that, listen, one word you want, Atma. One word, Atma. Brahma. Then you will ask, what is the meaning of Brahma? Then I have to talk. If I don't use the word also, you are not able to understand. If I use the words also, you are not able to understand. Okay, but still I will make you to understand. Don't worry. So one word, so many. Satyam. One word, maximum 2 syllables or 2.5. Satyam. Gnanam. Chit. As much as smallest with the 2 alphabets. And lastly, aham. But if you say that aham in English is still beautiful, because there is no 2 alphabets, small I, small. The smallest alphabet in the English is the I. One letter. So like this, Shastra is capable of, Acharyas are capable of telling so many. Now let us say 2 words. 2 words. Prajnanam Brahma. Okay. 2 words only. Prajnanam Brahma. If anything or any you find out. Now 3 words. Tattvamasi Satchit Anandam Ayamatma Brahma Prajnanam Brahma Aham Brahmasmi. Sorry, Aham Brahmasmi. All three words. So, no word, one word, two words, three words. In any way you can communicate, or thousands of mantras are. So, this is the greatness of the Shastra. Why I am telling all this? The beauty, greatness of the Shastra, glory of the Shastra. By the word, by the time you listen the word Shastra, you must, your body hair should harpulate. You must be that much mad, Shastra. Jump into the Shastra, soak in the Shastra, drown in the Shastra, and dissolve in the Shastra. So, like this, in this single one word words, Atma, Brahman, apart from all that, the Aham is the beautiful word. Okay? Because it is very familiar to everybody. Even Sanskrit Aham is not familiar. Ahankara is familiar. Okay? You are just added some painting, karam, pusite, ni. Ahankara, familiar, no? Or you tell in any language, nan. Aham means nan then. I, hum, nenu, any other language. Easy, no? To know immediately, to recognize something, this aham is very, very simple word, but unfortunately that aham is, what is real aham, what is the pseudo aham? Okay, Mukhyatma and Gaunatma. What is the Paramarthika I and what is the relative I? Because here they both are mixture, so you will easily get confused. So there you need to again vicharana. Anyhow, what I am to say, aham, I don't know this much, that word generally if you look into hum, and the hum is the han related dhatu, hanti, which cannot be destroyed, which can never get destroyed, that is aham. Okay. So know that aham, real aham, okay, then your desire, sukha ichcha, because that aham is Satchit Ananda Swarupam. That is Satyam Gnanam Anantam, that aham. But only thing, you have to interpret and look properly the higher I. So, in this way, now such kind of crispy teaching, a short teaching, given by Bhagavan Adi Shankaracharya, the great master who wrote the 1000 shlokas, Upadesha Sahasri, like that. Now, in his life, it happened where with Ekasloki the teaching has taken place. That is the topic for our today's satsang. So, Ekasloki. So, we may have doubt. Now you won't get doubt because I already told. Ekasloki, why one shloka? One word is enough. Why one word? No word is required. So the great master who wrote the thousands of pages of Bhashyam now is able to capable of even convey the truth within one shloka. That famous one shloka where the truth is revealed and taught to a disciple is called Ekasloki. But there is a story behind this, when and why it happened, whether Shankara purposefully composed or spontaneously it came in from his mouth. He sat and wrote the bhashyas for the Upanishads. Other than that, he never sat and composed the stotrams. The stotrams are spontaneous whenever he stands in front of any god or goddess. Like that, some of the Upadeshams came out of his mouth spontaneously due to the situation and the context, as like we saw in the Mahisha Panchakam and recently on Guru Puja day, but that is not by Acharya but by his disciple. So like that there some incidents are happened, but how far this story is true, being it happened long ago, there may be some variation like this, but small I will tell you about it. And this teaching of Ekasloki, once Acharya, when he was he's all the time traveling Digvijaya, Shankara Digvijaya Yatra. So that time from one place they stayed there and then they started going to the other place. The place is not mentioned clearly where it is, somewhere. So near here and there nights or sometimes they will halt, all the shishyas and everybody, they halt in some place. So nearby one village, Acharya and his disciples are all staying. And in that village, there was a old man who is a very much Vedic scholar, read well, Vedas and Vedangas also read. Now he is very much aged person. Same time he is suffering with a incurable skin disease. This is one version of the story. Because of that his whole body skin become ugly. That means even he cannot go into the public and meet the people like that. So many years he has to be at home only, avoiding to visit the people or the public. Like that happened in his life. But well read, he is a Pandit, scholar. So because of this, he is so much worrying inside. And one side again, I have to attain the Brahma Jnanam, I have to gain the Jnana Nishta, this desire also is there. But other side there is so much this body is troubling and the disease which is incurable. And that particular time only he heard that Acharya is going to visit this village or staying and are coming tomorrow. Because wherever, by the time Shankara's name become very popular, even without any communication technology, okay, in one place Acharya staying and talking to the people, people going and meeting, okay, so he is very busy, he is available 24 hours. So like that people used to come and meet. So that news went, how great he is, how scholar, how tejas, everything, his glory spread it out. So this Pandit already heard about the Shankara. and now he's very happy that he is coming to his village. And Shankaracharya reached staying in that village, and this man came to know, and he went, and now he decided to go out and meet the Acharya, because Acharya cannot come to everybody's house, because I want relief not from the disease. Still I am not having the fulfillment in my heart, even after studying so much scriptures and all that. So let me go and see that great master. He heard already about him, Shankara. So he went and met Shankaracharya and fell on his feet and did the namaskara and all that. So almost crying like. So one side this disease. So he studied. Shankara, the great master, by seeing his face and his emotions and all that, he come to know that. And he also expressed, said that, oh my Lord, I studied so much, but still I am not gained the vision of that truth. So I am now very much old. Before I leave this body, let me have the glimpse of that light. Glimpse of that light. That means, because Shastra he studied everything. But still that paripurnata is not attained. One side this body, upadhi is also maybe, or still there is some block, some kind of still knot is there that should be. He studied maybe from his guru, but that guru is not a Brahmanishta, only Strotriya, it may not work, or he never did such a nididhyasanam, whatever may be the reason. Then Acharya immediately consoled him. He so much begged, you please help me, and still I am having so much body attachment. That is another thing. After studying so much scriptures and all that Gnanam, about the knowledge of Vedanta, everything, but this is pulling me, really making my life horrible. And I am having a fear now, if I leave the body without hitting that Jivan Mukti state. So that's why I came to you, please help. Then that time, the dialogue between the Shankara and the Pandit Brahmana, what is has taken place, maybe after that the disciples who heard by standing nearby, they may composed as like a one shloka. That means the conversation has taken place very short, very few minutes only. So there, so that shloka must have come like that, because Shankara himself, I told no, he never sits and composes any shloka like that. Okay. Or maybe after that, that Brahmana remembered that and he put it on, and that maybe become famous or familiar, popular. Maybe later on he started contemplating on the teaching of Bhagavan, Acharya. So that one shloka, Ekasloki. The beauty of this shloka is it contains the question and answer. There are 5 questions and 5 answers. That's all the teaching. And the source of this Ekasloki, this way of teaching, this particular method of teaching is based on the, we should not say that Shankara remembered that and brought like that, but it is there. The same way of this teaching, here is only one shloka in Brihadaranyaka Upanishad, Swayam Jyoti Brahmanam. Sometimes they call it as a Jyoti Brahmanam. There, I will tell about that first, because that is the source. Later, by the time Shankara completed written Bhashyam of Brahman, everything maybe, that particular place, Jyoti Brahmanam or Swayam Jyoti Brahmanam, it deals with what is told in this one shloka, but there are so many mantras. The conversation taken place between the King Janaka and the Yajnavalkya. So Yajnavalkya once visited that Janaka's capital maybe. Then he invited whichever Mahatma comes to that city, immediately Janaka eagerly goes and calls them and invite them, make them to stay, and please be here. I want to ask so many questions, doubts are there, like this. And he will come in the Ashtavakra Gita also, same Janaka or other Janaka, a famous Gnani Rajarshi, kingly saint. So there he asked the questions and Yajnavalkya replies. But the difference and the beauty of this Ekasloki is, generally Sishya asks the question and Guru gives the samadhanam, the reply. But in this Ekasloki, Shankara asks the question and the disciple gives the answer. Through that, Shankara Acharya makes the Pandit to realize the truth. Generally, it won't happen anywhere. Even in Brihadaranyaka, Janaka only keep on ask. Okay? So, what in Brihadaranyaka Janaka asked, only one sentence only, that alone I will tell. Okay? Because exactly that same thing here, Shankar asks the Pandit. Yajnavalkya kim jyotirayam purushah iti. This is the question asked by Janaka. He Yajnavalkya Rishi, kim jyotihi ayam purushah iti. By which light the person is able to see. This is the simple question. By which light the person is able to see. This is the starting of the Jyoti Brahmanam. Okay. So, this is the background story of the Pandit, and the same teaching, one shloka, we can refer and find so much elaborated discussion in between Janaka and Yajnavalkya. That Ekasloki we are going to study. So today, just now, I will read that Ekasloki. Repeat after me. Kim jyotistava bhanumana hanime Ratrau pradipādikam Syadevam ravideepadarshana vidhau Kim jyotirakhyāhi me Chakshustasya nimīlanādi samaye Kim dhīrdhiyo darshane Kim tatraha mato bhavan paramakam Mato bhavan paramakam Jyotistadasmi prabho. So this Ekasloki, which contains of 5 questions and reply answers is a complete teaching by itself, which we are going to see the word to word meaning in our next satsangam. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shantihi. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Hari Om Tat Sat.